What's up, y'all? Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is, man. Trigger ranking. Y'all know the rules. Y'all come in here, hit the like button, subscribe. You want to donate to the channel? Everything is at the top of my description and my bio, um, my YouTube bio. Not this video, but the top of my channel. Um, oh yeah, y'all spam the chat with questions and where you from and all this other stuff like that. So with that being said, we about to get this thing started, man.
You are watching a master at work.
All righty, we about to start with Panda. We got night like we're coming out swinging like so yeah. About to do Panda Press. Fat Joe just lies. Hold on, Fat Joe's lies just exploded. Let's see what they're talking about.
I'm gonna admit something. I think I'm the realest rapper ever lived. If I keep it a buck with you, besides Tupac, I really believe that. I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied.
Look, the camera, like, he no way said that with a straight face. Because this man don't exaggerate. He be dropping full Marvel origin stories. 1 minute he turned down Eminem 6 times.
Yeah, Eminem, he gave me his demo like 6 times.
Next minute he fought a small army by himself.
I once shot a whole jet, like 7 kills without a gun. Really?
Next minute, every hip hop legend was calling him for advice. Like, bruh, when did you become the Forrest Gump of rap? But here's the part people don't want to admit. Fat Joe doesn't lie to be funny. He lies to stay relevant.
Really?
Next minute, every hip hop legend was calling him for advice. Rap. But here's the part people don't want to admit. Fat Joe doesn't.
That's an iconic line. I gotta
He
use.
lies to stay relevant. He lies to stay close to greatness. He lies because the culture moves fast and he's scared of being forgotten. So today, we breaking down the myth of Fat Joe, the ego of Eminem. When did you become the Forrest Gump of rap? But here's the part. Fat Joe, the ego behind it, and why the lies keep getting bigger. Every year. Let's get into it. Fat Joe been building his own like Pokemon under pressure. One day I turned down Eminem. The next turned down Eminem. The next day turned him down 6 days. Turned him down 6 times. And give it. Joe gonna say he actually discovered Eminem in a cereal box or something.
And I was trying to get my
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
and Eminem apparently was giving me his demo. So years later, we sat down, we had dinner. It was me, him, and B Real from Cypress Hills. And he was like, yo, Joe, I'm gonna tell you something. I was like, what? Like, yo, I gave you my demo like 6 times. I was like, no! I gave you my demo like 6 times. I was like, no!
Every story follows the same formula. Joe is either the hero, the victim, the mastermind, or the only real one in the room. It don't matter what era, what city, what timeline. Joe is always right at the center. And he tells the stories with that confident OG posture, like he's reading classified documents. He leans back like a monster. Remy, a beast. Biggie, Pac, Jay, Nas. Those were tight. Never the center of the culture. Living mess with your ego if you don't have emotion. Never the center of the culture. Living mess with your ego if you don't have emotion. Backbone to your lane. Joe weird that when you take pun out of the story, Joe doesn't have much left to stand on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Doesn't have much left to stand on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Now let's get into the history rewrites, because this is where Joe becomes a full-time fiction author. One interview he turned down Eminem once. Another interview 6 times.
So You went from one to how many times was it, Joe?
One interview, he fought a group of kids. Another interview, a whole neighborhood. Timeline switch, details shift.
Bruh said he fought a whole neighborhood, goddamn. One man.
Locations change. It's like watching a multiverse collide. Joe be everywhere at once. 1994, he's in the Bronx and Los Angeles at the same time. 1997, he's somehow connected to every major decision in his legend grows. And I'm sitting here like, sir, the math is allergic to you. This isn't a big pun documentary, but we gotta talk about the pun chapter because it reveals more about Joe's character than any other story. Pun was Joe's ticket into real hip hop history. Pun was a genius. And when Pun died, the myth
$1,000. I thought I did the right thing.
Right.
I thought I did the right thing. She spent the money unwisely. Right? She comes back and says, Joe, I'm doing bad again. We give her a check out of our pocket. We say, yo.
What Biggie says, stupid as a young.
We say, yo.
What Biggie says, stupid as a youngster, chose not to move wisely.
We gotta take care, because at the end of the day,
I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in his eyes.
All right.
I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in his eyes.
All right.
You little chicks on here telling me they
It's
got
the night before a game, and we're gonna have a nightcap.
you understand?
Sometimes he says the exact opposite. The lawsuit, the settlement, the contradictions, they all reveal something deeper. Whenever the truth doesn't fit Joe's image, he adjusts the truth.
Joe was telling her that, oh no, he owed me money. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come biannually saying, you know, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt. And then for about 14 years, from about 2000 to 2000, and then for about 14 years, from about 2000 to 2014, 14 fake royalty statements was coming up.
2000 to 2014?
Yeah, fake royalty statements were coming. They had a minute and a half to see the discussion. I called her up, told her I paid for the case, paid for the auditor, took him to court. You know, Joe was all over the radio basically saying, I gave her $750,000, I gave her $250,000. I told her enough's enough. Everybody bought it and believed it. You know, he had the big platform. He could call all these other people and go in their radio station like, she's lying, and you know, she can't do the same thing.
Why is it 20 years, how long, and you guys still haven't managed to really like settle, like, and that he wants just an apology? You can't do that? Like, as in,
Are you serious?
no, I'm asking you.
Why would I give him an apology after what he put my family through and what he did legally?
So not only is he a liar, he's a thief.
Was it legally? Like, how?
You know what? Can we stop this for a second?
Yeah.
I'm leaving this interview. Well, because this is like a whole Fat Joe situation now.
No.
You know what Joe did? This was crazy. So after you know, we tried to do a movie and stuff like that, right? And basically,
Oh, we got a clown. We got action. We got a clown. Goddamn it.
you know, let's Joe involved, you know, because you know Joe, Joe got it, you know, Joe can all these people involved, you know.
Story.
Without a gun, like, yo, everybody.
We gotta run that back one more time.
He fights 30 dudes by himself.
I once robbed my whole gym, the whole gym, like 70 kids.
Come
on now, dog.
Yo, everybody give me a
Come on, man.
Stop
Give me
lying.
Walkmans, give me this. Some of the kids with yo, running, everybody running. I couldn't even carry it. Some of the guys I robbed had to help me carry the stuff with them.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, tell somebody this shit. You robbed 70 people, bro. Come on, bro. And some of them help you take their shit. Man, stop it.
Terrible.
Stories we solves beefs nobody asked them to fix.
So what happened was East Coast, West Coast, Biggie's my man. And to be honest with you, you know, they were really, I use my words correctly. Let's just say the West Coast was like leaning on New York, like really leaning on New York, like hard. The pressure was legendary, and the New York rappers, you know, they just wasn't really coming back at them like that. They was just violating, right, doing crazy shit. I don't
came to New York,
talk about all types of shit going on, right? And so I'm in the ring.
Shit, I don't know when Dog Pound them went to shoot that
But you know, if they step to me, it's gonna be some shit.
Stories where every legend secretly admired him the most. Stories where he was magically present at every major moment, even when the timeline says he wasn't in the country. Joe lies in 4K.
He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying! He's lying!
Physics ain't physics. The geography ain't geography. It's like he lives in his own documentary that nobody else got invited to. These aren't small lies. These are lies used as currency. When Joe wants relevance, he caps. When he wants sympathy, he caps. When he wants a legendary moment, he caps. Cap is branding now. And before anybody jumps in the comments with the bro, that's just how old heads talk excuse. Nah, exaggeration is saying I beat him up. Whom he wasn't even allowed in. The other half, he puts himself in moments nobody remembered until he reminded him.
Did, but it never came out. And
Oh, really?
yeah, we did record. We was doing an album.
Was the song ever leaked or anything?
No, we did like 4.
It's a lot of songs that, bro, that probably will never hear them songs, bro. Like, and they might be massive hits, but for the most part, bro, like when you record, bro, like Michael Jackson used to record like damn near 200 songs for one album just to see what he which ones was the best ones he wanted to pick. You know what I'm saying? So
If you do, you'll get upset. It's
now I have heard allegedly Eminem, he records a song three different times and does it 3 different ways and picks the best of the 3 songs that he actually recorded.
Puff Daddy.
Okay, never mind.
So I love Fat Joe, and Fat Joe is my guy. I love the Jada and Joe show, and now I know why they're running with the Joe's the king of Cap. I'ma call Cap without even knowing, right? Cause I don't know for sure, right? But I'm calling Cap.
Maybe that's something I wasn't around for.
Bro, they said he lying.
I don't know for sure, right? But I'm calling Cap.
The man said he recorded 4 songs of Biggie. They was about to do a whole album together.
I'm calling Cap that they're, because I would have, if there was a real legitimate album, I would have
Really
heard
though?
about that.
Really
right?
though?
And I wouldn't have heard about them doing songs.
I think this Rivera, if I'm not mistaken, this right here.
I don't think so. I'm sure I was around.
This is
for a
Lil
lot of
C's.
stuff, and
Lil C's definitely gonna know what the fuck going on.
I didn't hear none of that at all. Shout out to my
Lil C's was with Biggie when Biggie died, bro. So he definitely know what was going on with Biggie.
Well, Fat Joe too, but maybe that's something he know. Maybe that's something I wasn't around for, but I didn't hear those records.
But him and Biggie was working on
Working on some stuff, but I don't recall no records getting recorded. I never heard none of them. You know what I mean? So I can't speak on that because I never heard the records.
He wants to put himself with the elites. He wants to
A tether. He wants to latch on to the legacy of Biggie now. He wants to latch on to the Biggie legacy.
And somehow, his version always includes danger, responsibility, wisdom, and at least one celebrity calling him for advice at 3 a.m. That's not storytelling. That's historical cosplay. Let's be honest. There's a reason Joe gets away with it. He talks like an uncle at the barbecue. Loud, confident, animated, and unbothered by facts. He got that I've been outside longer than you've been alive delivery that makes people scared to correct him.
Okay, so check it out, y'all. After this video I'm about to pop out, we coming back because I ain't going nowhere tonight.
taught Eminem how to rhyme
We had some technical difficulties on this video. I apologize. Next video, I will do much better. Hopefully,
it's challenging Joe for like disrespecting hip hop. And a lot of people would rather let the lie float than hold the OG accountable. Another thing people don't talk about, Joe got comfortable lying because real life didn't give him the moments he wanted. Pun had the genius. Remy had the power. Terror Squad had the movement. But Joe was the glue, not the star. And there's nothing wrong with that. Every crew
What you got going on?
Glue don't get documentaries. And that's where the ego kicks in. Imagine spending your whole career around legends, knowing deep down that you're not one. Some people accept that. Some people get bitter. Joe decided to craft a legend in real time, piece by piece, interview by interview. A lie doesn't feel like a lie when it feels a hole you've been ignoring.
Yeah, it's crazy, dog. Like when you lie like how you lie, you gotta keep lying and then you're gonna end up not remembering everything you lied about. So it's really like, bro, just tell the fucking truth, my nigga. God damn, cuz.
This too. Fat Joe is a master at using tragedy as a narrative shield. Whenever things get tight, Joe goes into the same pocket. I've been through so much.
Here we go again.
I've seen things you could never understand, and that makes people back off. It's a Jedi mind trick. Wrap the lie inside emotional vulnerability so nobody questions it. But vulnerability without honesty is manipulation, and that's the part people ignore because Joe says it with a calm OG voice. And look, I know some of y'all are defending him because he's entertaining. Bro, so is WWE. So are magic tricks. So are conspiracy theories. Entertainment don't make it factual.
That's a fact.
And hip hop got enough fabricated stories already. We don't need ASMR cap sessions from Joe on top of that.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. I'm being honest. Like just go. I write like I feel that day. I'm just being creative. You know, you could probably you couldn't build the jail high enough for the lyrics I've said on the song.
So basically, this man said everything he rapped about, he lied about. Now, yeah, I don't get it, bro. It's like the shit play either way it go, bro. But fun fact for all the kids out here, just tell the truth.
Which are all untrue. What I am is a family man, the person who gives back to my community all the time, open to my community. So the music
Long ago, Fat Joe came out and said he lied in 95% of his rhymes. What did you think of that?
He told the truth for the first time, that he's a liar, that you can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. He's a liar.
I say, 95% of the stuff I say ain't true. Move inspiration, inspired, and then one day to the studio, it is unfair to try some kids.
Here's something deeper though. Joe tells lies that always make him look better. Never tells lies that make other people look.
Garden Lights shines with new features and familiar favorites through January 11th. Get tickets today.
I need to go further to uncover the secrets of Atlantis.
Better. You ever notice that? He never says Pun saved me. He never says Remy carried the crew. He never says I was struggling while someone else was shining. It's always him as the hero, the conductor, the survivor, the mastermind. That's not normal OG behavior. That's insecurity disguised as authority. And let's talk about how he uses timing to upgrade his stories. The older the event, the bigger his role becomes. In 2003, he was close to the situation. In 2010, he helped guide the situation. In 2020, he orchestrated the situation. And in 2030, he's gonna say, I was the situation. That's not memory. That's strategy. And bro, these street stories, Joe makes it sound like he was fighting the entire YMCA on a Tuesday night. Every story is 30 on 1, 40 on 1.
That nigga said the whole YMCA.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The whole YMCA.
50 on 1. Like he was playing Dynasty Warriors in real life. How every story involve an army? Why he never fought like 2 people? Why the body count always sound like a Call of Duty lobby? It's because Joe.
Now look, y'all, I have heard allegedly 3 people tried to jump on Kendrick, and Kendrick beat everybody ass. Now, I did hear that shit, and that sound more true than what this nigga here talking about. Talking about some 75 fucking people. You robbed 70 people and had some of the 70 help you take they shit that you took back to your house. Bro, come on.
Was obsessed with scale. Small stories don't make you legendary. Mythical stories do. And Joe been chasing mythical energy his whole career. Let's go even deeper. Joe's lies follow trauma patterns. People who feel overshadowed inflate their reality. People who feel insecure reframe events to regain control. People who fear being forgotten exaggerate to stay visible. Joe lies to survive the version of himself he's afraid to face. That's not comedy, that's psychology. And here's something else wild. Joe lies about the past because the present isn't exciting enough. When the music slowed down, when the hits stopped coming, when Pun passed, when the crew changed, Joe filled the silence with storylines. He stayed relevant through interviews instead of albums. When the art slows down, the myth speeds up. So here's the final truth. This ain't just about Fat Joe lying. This is about what hip hop allows. We treat OG confidence like a free pass. We don't fact check legends. We don't challenge their stories.
That's why it's like people like, it's certain people like me as, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's in the media game now. I really want to interview certain legends like Rakim, Dougie Fresh, LL. It's certain people I want to interview, bro. Like, cause they had a more realer rap when it came to rap, dog. And they're just them, you know, the whole allure of them being them. Look, bro, look at goddamn LL Cool J. This man's still doing shows damn near 50 years after he was in rap, bro. Bro, this man, look at Ice-T. Not even Ice Cube, man. Man, we ain't even gonna talk about Ice Cube. Let's talk about Ice-T. Bro, Ice-T been on Law and Order for, I forget how many years, but it's like an astronomical number.
Just let the myth breathe. Joe lies because he's scared. Scared of fading, scared of being overshadowed forever by Pun, scared of being remembered as the guy next to greatness instead of greatness itself. And if nobody checks that cap, it becomes culture, it becomes folklore, and folklore becomes history for people.
So that's a good way to put it. Fat Joe turned cap into culture.
Who weren't there. This isn't about disrespecting Joe. It's about protecting the truth, protecting the real contributors, protecting the culture from revisionism disguised as storytelling. Drop a comment telling me which Fat Joe story had you saying, nah, bruh. And if you like this video,
let's see what he's talking. I'm going on another one. Hold on.
I see that you are now adding flavor to this chicken.
Absolutely.
What are we putting on?
First of all, I can't tell you that.
DJ Khaled just sat down on that new Joe and Jada show, and the man couldn't stop reminding.
This is an old one.
Chris Rock.
Hey, check it out, y'all. I'm about to pop out and pop back in.
Chris Rock.
Hey, check it out, y'all. I'm about to pop out and pop back